Hi and welcome to Cheeky Richo's Spelt Bread. We're using spelt flour, some organic barley malt with some water, yeast and salt. The ingredients are in the recipe box below. We will be using the thermochef, so let's get started. First thing that we're going to do is just add to our jug our warm water, just lukewarm water, and our barley malt. So just scrape that in. It's really quite dark and sticky. You could use honey, you could use sugar if you like, but this gives it a lovely flavour and it's a little less refined. It's also very dark, it's got quite a malty flavour. They use this in beer making too. In with our yeast, active dry yeast, and a good shake of our flour which has already been sifted. That's our spelt flour, probably about a third of that. Lid on and just speed to until it is well combined. And then we add our remaining flour. Okay, after 10 seconds on speed 2, you can see that it's well combined there. It's really quite dark because of the malt, and also the spelt has an unbleached look about it. Now we're just going to add our remaining flour to that and our salt. You need the salt for the flavour. Lid on, just speed 1 until it's well combined. Okay, after about 2.5 minutes on speed 1, this is what you should have. It's not sticking to my hands at all, and it's really quite a stiff, elastic sort of dough. We're going to now knead it for 3 minutes on the knead function. Okay, after 3 minutes, you can see it's really quite a dense loaf. We just get out the little balls that have separated themselves there. It's not stuck to the blades or the bowl at all. You can see it's really released quite easily. This is optional, but I do like to give it a bit of a hand knead. Okay, now we just grab our little dough ball. When you press your finger into it, it pretty well springs back out again, you see that? And we're just going to pop it into our bowl. Now we've just greased our bowl lightly and we're going to pop our dough in there and let it prove for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours until it doubles in size. Give it a roll around so that it doesn't form a little crust on it while it's proving. Cover it with either a damp tea towel or a piece of cling film and allow it to double in size. Okay, about 1.5 hours, 2 hours later, it's nicely risen. It's really quite bubbly. Punch it down, expel all of that air, and we're going to turn it out, give it a light knead, and pop it into our loaf pan to bake. So just give it a light knead. It's really quite elastic. It's almost a caramel sort of colour. Okay. Okay, we've got a little loaf tin here. We have lightly sprayed it with some oil and we're just going to pop that into a warm place, cover it again with our damp tea towel until it rises to the top of the tin. Okay, our little spelt loaf has nicely risen now. I'm going to bake it at 180 degrees Celsius with a little pot of water in the bottom of the oven. Now that will turn to steam and just give it a nice crust and not let it dry out too much because we're going to cook it for 50 minutes until it sounds hollow when tapped on the bottom. 50 minutes later, this is what you should have. Just give it a tap to make sure it's well and truly cooked. It slices beautifully. It's really quite moist and it smells amazing. I hope you enjoyed this video recipe of Cheeky Richo's spelt bread. If you'd like to see more interesting recipes and ideas, just check out our Cheeky Richo channel. And don't forget to please subscribe and do come back and visit us again soon. We have so much more to show you and we're uploading lots of videos every week. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you like our recipe for spelt bread, Denise. Thank you very much for requesting it. Have a great day.